Alright, hello everyone, my name is AKWBlaze91 here, and it's coming to that time of the month again where I have to go through, games I bought this month, and to give you all just the quick additions to my episode building game collections of games I've been picking up lately. So, what am I gonna say? The past several months have been a little bit big for me because I have been busy with Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age. But good news, it's done. I'm finally done with that fucking pile of shit. And I've gotten and I've made and I live and I've made up my and I made my promise. I go through the game and get that platinum trophy, and I've done so. And I will let you guys know immediately. Videos are being worked on. They're on my hard drive on the PS4, and I'm quickly and I'm working on them, getting them uploaded as soon as I can. And hopefully I'll have all of them uploaded, and then a game review of it will follow. So either way, guys, let's get down to the thing. So either way, here are the games I recently bought this month. Quite a package there. I wasn't intended to buy any more games this month because, well, again, I had Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age to deal with, but I figured because I had money on me, I might as well burn it on something, put it on something. But either way, let's go over the games I now picked up. So either way, I'm gonna go through the PS4s here. I got two PS4s and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 PS3 games. Yeah. So let's get started with the top left here, just to make my life easier. So here we go. We got the two Call of Duty games. So here on the PS4, Call of Duty Ghosts and Advanced Warfare on the PS4. Now I already have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty Ghosts on the PlayStation 3. I'll just point you to my massive PS3 collection. Yes, you got Advanced Warfare on PS3 and Call of Duty Ghosts on the PS3. But the reason I got Ghosts and Advanced Warfare on the PS4 is because they carry its own trophy lists. So if I'm interested in getting the trophies on both versions, I can do that as well. So that's actually a pretty good. So that's pretty good. That is. So I can do trophy hunting on the PS3 version and do trophy hunting on the PS4 version. And the PS4 and Advanced Warfare is actually pretty good. Better than Ghosts, I'll say. Ghosts to me is more like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. If a Modern Warfare 4 were to happen, except without Captain Price, it's with a whole new lineup of soldiers that are not interesting or memorable. It was toward a time when Call of Duty was just really getting the yearly Call of Duty crisis was really getting out of hand, and a lot of and by then the Call of Duty games are really starting to lose its magic. but Advanced Warfare, I will admit, is a much better game than Ghosts, set in the future of warfare. Or something. I haven't played them all, but I will eventually get down to the Call of Duty games eventually, start playing them and reviewing them. Anyway, next game, we're on to the PS3. We got Dead to Rights Retribution, which we got on CX for £3. I haven't got much to say about it because I only played the first level just to test it out and test the get the achievement. It looks really good. You play as both a human and the dog as well. The dog, I really liked playing as the dog because you can like sneak up on enemies and just literally bite the living shit out of them. It's great. It's fun. It's pretty nice. Borderlands 2 on the PS3. Got that for about £2.49, I think. In Cash Generator in Newport. I only tested it for just for 5 minutes just to see if it was working. To get 1 trophy. And then I got interrupted by the boosting group. Yeah, I gotta mention this right away. I got boosting groups now, which allow me to help out other people get certain trophies, multiplayer trophies, in certain games. Like I'm doing one with 007 Legends. I'm doing one with Inversion, and I did one with Call of Duty World at War. So that's gonna be pretty good. So that's been good. And I have got Borderlands 2 here, and I want to get the Borderlands 2 with the additional content as well, which will have all the DLC content. And I did check up on the PS3 and the PS Vita versions that apparently both of those versions shared the trophies, but the PS4 version has its own trophy line, has its own trophy list. So if I do get the Borderlands Handsome Collection for the PS4, it'll have all the Borderlands 2's trophies that I can just get separately. So that's fine. And over here I've got Bioshock 1, Bioshock 2, which I got for £2.50 for the first one, £1.50 for this one, I think, from CEX. Both in CEX in Newport, and Bioshock Infinite, which I think is the third game in the series, for about £3 under the 4 for a tenner deal in Cash Generator in Albany Road. So I've got all 3 of the original Bioshock games. I'm aware the Bioshock games all have their own trophy line, have their own separate trophies, both for the PS3 and the PS4. So if I do get the PS4 version, I'll have its own separate trophies. So if I'm interested, getting the trophies on them, that would be brilliant. And I'm actually kind of pleased to get the third Bioshock game. But I recently did come across what was it, Bioshock Rapture Edition compilation box for the PS3, which includes the 2 games together plus all the DLC content. But the disc I got with it was absolutely buggered. The disc wouldn't let me install the DLC from the disc, which was a shame. So I'm taking it back, and I'm gonna buy the one. And I'm gonna buy the one I found in Barry. So that means when I go out with Russell, I think this weekend, I hope, in Barry, so I can buy the Rapture Edition of Bioshock 1 and 2, so I can swap these over for something different. And if I've got time, to replace the broken one with something different. So either way, now we're on to the right. We got Cross Edge. What do I say about this game? Clearly, this is one of the games that I think, because my friend Thomas Bybee actually had this game on the PS3, and I did see a bit of gameplay of it, like all these different Japanese characters from different Japanese games. But a lot of the characters, I don't think anybody has ever heard of them. I don't know a single person that knows who the hell these characters are. Like this one, like this girl here. Who the hell is she from? Or her right there. Like, who is she? Who's she from? They put a lot of unknown characters on there. And don't get me wrong, this one has got some familiar characters to it, but the only familiar characters people know about are the Skyer games and the Darkstalker games. That's it. That's all this country knows about the characters featured in this. Which is a shame. because, well, I would have hoped that they could have put in some more familiar characters that at least people know about. They could. I have heard that maybe a character from Tekken on this. I heard there may be like I don't know what else. Some other familiar franchises or something that people recognize on there. Street Fighter, maybe they could have put a Street Fighter character on here. But again, they just put a lot of unknown characters nobody knows about, like Mana Khemia. We only got the first Mana Khemia game over here in Europe, but they put the characters from the second game on there. Why not the first one? So that at least the rest of the world knows who the characters are, what games they're from. This is one of those games they really should not have brought here to Europe. But alas, we got it. But that aside though, it's not bad. It's not a bad game. A lot of people tend to make this one out to be. And I do, because like I do hear like people say this is one of the worst RPGs of all time. This is like one of the worst RPGs of all time list. But I actually played it myself and I can conclude I do not agree with any of those statements whatsoever. Because there are far worse games on the PS. There are far more worse ones out there on the PS3. That's for damn sure. Like Lightning Returns, for instance. Right. So anyway, putting that aside. Right, we go to the bottom pile. I got LA Noire. I believe I'm not sure if this is true or not. I think there's like a Game of the Year edition where it has all the DLC content. But I haven't been able to find that. So until I find it, I'll stick with this one until until I somehow manage to find the Game of the Year edition or something, if it exists. However, now I've tested this and I've only played the beginning parts of it just to see what the game is and get my first trophy, and I did that. I got my first trophy on this. Quite good. It's quite good, I have to really say. It's one of those. It's one of my style sort of games. You have to investigate crime scenes, interrogate people, and get all the various clues to track down the suspect and arrest them. And it does have like some shooting parts of it. We had to shoot down numerous bad guys, and it's really, really good. It's really incredible stuff. I heard there's a PS4 version. I heard there's a PlayStation 4 remastered version of this that's out. And if I do like this game, will get the PS4 remastered, just for the trophy hunts, just so that I can earn the extra trophies I want. Right, next up, Hitman Absolution. One of the recent games, what is it? It's one of the Hitman games, I know for sure. I'm not sure what sequel number this has got to be, because by now they really dropped the sequel number after Hitman 2. I think it's maybe the 5th game, maybe. I think it's the 5th game. I'm really not 100%. I think it's the 5th entry in the series, and it's the time when this company took Eidos is stealing all the Eidos' franchise instead of putting the Final Fantasy series right again. But this one's actually quite good. I completed the first. All I did was complete the first level. The stealth in this game is actually pretty good, but it takes a lot of time to work out what you need to do. The Hitman games are all about patience and having to learn about what you need to do in the levels in order to not get detected, and how to assassinate your enemies as covertly as possible. And they are good games, the Hitman ones, aside from maybe the newest one, the Hitman reboot, I think. when Square Enix decided to just put the Hitman universe into its own episodic lineup. But I think by now IQ is really I've heard now IQ has abandoned Square Enix and decided to self-publish the Hitman series on their own, and I think that's a good thing. So that's one franchise off of Square, it's clean from Square Enix's hands. So I think that's a good thing. Square Enix doesn't need any of Eidos, doesn't need to play around with Eidos' franchises. They need to go back to their IPs to fix their damn IPs and put the Final Fantasy series right again. Okay, so and now for the last game I have is Resident Evil 5, in which I got this for, get ready for this guys, the price I got for this is astounding. You ready? Look, 10 pence. I'm not fucking joking. I got Resident Evil 5 on the PS3 for just 10 pence. And that's really good. I'm not sure if I should have gotten this version of the original copy of the game or gone for the gold edition of the game, because I know the gold edition has like all the DLC content, but if the DLC content is cheap, I'll probably just buy the DLC separately, because I think it has a trophy list of the DLC. I need to look, but I'll need to look into it. But I know that there's a PlayStation 4 Remastered edition of Resident Evil 5 which has its own trophy list. So I wouldn't mind getting my hands on the trophies on Resident Evil 5. And the same thing goes for the PS3 releases of Resident Evil 4 and 6. I am going to get Resident Evil 6 as well, because I am interested in following the Resident Evil story as well before I play Resident Evil 7. I am planning on getting Resident Evil 7 the gold edition, a gold edition out of my pocket money when it comes out. I heard it comes out December 15th, I think. I'm not 100% sure. And I've only played the first level of Resident Evil 5. It takes a bit of time to get used to the controls on it, but once you learn it, it's really good. It is tense, I'll have to say, but it is more or less a carbon copy of Resident Evil 4, just with a lot more quick time events thrown in and a co-op element. And this is where I'm playing this with all the patches in, where they patched, and I think they may have patched up the cooperative AI partner, because I heard complaints that the AI partner was so unreliable that you had to play it alone. You had to play it with a friend just to really get past it. Only then there was the quick time events where one player has to press a button or the other player has to press a button. Otherwise both players die and it's back to the checkpoint. I have to admit the quick time events is just a cheap gimmick of trying to make the game, as hard as it can be. I mean, it's a good game. It's just the quick time events are just so cheap that it just really catches you off guard. You're so absorbed into the cutscene that you won't see it until bang, too late. Game over. Game over, you dumb shit. So there you go. These are all my 11 games that I recently picked up. Again, I didn't necessarily think I'd be picking up this many games, because of course I had the Zodiac Edition, but now I do feel like I do want to fill up the whole collection of PS3 and PS4 and PS Vita games. Just to start like the whole trophy hunting collection and start and of course carry on my reviews. But alas, these are all my new games I got. It's coming to the end of the video now, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again next time. Take care and goodbye.